What a fantastic room. I feel like I'm home with all these fantastic educators. So thank you for being here. Thanks, Shift Mish, and we are on our way.
So when you want to see another teacher teach, it should feel like this.
But in reality, often it looks more like this.
So how do we turn this around?
The educators that are here tonight, we've already built relationships that we value, and that's why we're here. I've talked to some of my friends in the back and some of my friends up in the front, and we come to these places to further our relationships, to deepen our trust in the things that we do, and we like to continue that cross district lines. Let's create opportunities for more educators to build the same relationships that we have, but extend that beyond our classrooms, beyond our schools, and beyond our districts. This needs to be in a non-judgmental environment where we're here to learn from one another. We need to widen the bridges. This teacher lab model begins in our buildings, and we do that well. We do that across our district sometimes, but rarely do we ever cross district lines. We need to break the boundaries of district lines that stop our growth together.
Our goal is to extend the work that Teacher Exchanges over in Grand Rapids is already doing. We look to create the opportunity for teachers to see innovative practice. The innovative practice that we're going to continue looking at is blended learning and blended formative assessment. We want to create an opportunity for 10 teachers to get out of their classroom for a day and get into another teacher's classroom who's doing this blended learning stuff so that they can really see what impact this has on kids. We never get to see other classrooms, especially in other districts. And it's a shame because we forget what it's like to be a student. We forget what it's like to sit in a seat for 7 hours. We can't forget that. So this model has been tested in Jackson, Hillsdale, Calhoun, and Branch ISD, and it's been highly successful. Teachers leave at the end of the day feeling invigorated. They feel excited because they've gotten to see an innovative practice happen for kids. They get to see the looks on the kids' faces, and they get to connect with those kids. But what does this really look like?
We have fantastic educators, experts in the things that they do in the districts right next door to ours, and we rarely ever get to see them teach. This grant will allow for 10 teachers to leave their own classrooms and visit another expert teacher. They're next door in our districts, but we're separated by these lines, and we're here to break those lines. The teachers are implementing blended learning and blended assessment. The relationships that we started on Twitter or any other social network, we're going to continue those by having mentor teachers and observing teachers. And these teachers not only work together for the day that they're together, the day that they learn together, but we're going to extend that so they form a relationship which will then affect all the students. This will help them guide themselves through professional and personal growth. And they will become the first dancer in their school.
But we know that when something awesome is really happening, it doesn't stay with one dancer for very long. Pretty quick, there are lots and lots of dancers. So it's our goal to start this fire happening in districts all across Oakland County. Help us get this momentum started. We need your ideas. We're going to need your classrooms, and we're going to need your passion to help get this started. We want to spread the amazing things that you're doing every day for kids.
This is all about relationships, fostering these relationships, and building a trust of teachers who are amazing already, and the teachers that are here, we can start this. My friends, we are not tomorrow, we are today. Hashtag better together. Thank you very much.
Have some questions coming in via Twitter.
First question, what do you hope to see after a teacher goes into another classroom? What then?
After you have visited a classroom, we hope to have in place already a way for you to reflect upon your experiences, bring specific learning targets and goals back to your own classroom, implement those goals, and continue a relationship with your mentoring teacher, establishing a partnership with that teacher, possibly getting your classes together or co-teaching some things online, or blend your classroom together and continue these relationships.
Next question from Donna is, how will you select the 10 teachers?
So we'll have an application process for people who are interested in looking at blended learning in their classroom. It has to be people who are interested, right? So it'll start with that. On that, it'll also have a piece about building administrator support, because you need the building administrator support, which is one way we're hoping to continue this, because if your building administrator wants to send 10 more teachers from your building to go watch this, then that's awesome, because then they're going to pay the next $1,000. So that's one awesome way that we're going to continue to spread this as part of this application process.
We are really hoping that this is just a start. This is just the seed. We want to continue to grow this bigger than just the first 10 teachers. You are the first dancers. We need to get the next wave of people in.
One more question? Nope. Anyone else have a question before we move to our next pitch? All right, let's take our first pitch again.